Welcome back to Beauty in the Garden. I am T. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be planting up this raised bed, and today we're going to be planting up celery. Alright, so I do have a little bit of them started. I need to take these out and transfer these into smaller plugs so that they can grow better. I have in here roughly about maybe 20 celery plants started in here, and I'm going to show you guys. So I have in here some seeds that started, and I'm going to go ahead and take them out so they can go ahead and get growing. But we have about 20 more celery plants in here, and I'm going to plug them out and put them into smaller plugs so that they can get a little bit bigger, okay, before I plug them out into the garden. Now when I do plug these out into the garden, I will be covering them with some type of plastic or frost cover, vice versa, one of the two. Frost is for frost and plastic is to keep them warmer. So that is what I'm going to be doing here with these, you guys, so that they won't burn. I will be putting these guys into the greenhouse, okay, so they can guys before bringing them out into the garden. Now this is a new bed right here. I did end up getting this bed from Home Depot. I will show you guys I will show you this bed in the description box because I did find it on a good deal, but I don't know if you guys are going to find that same deal, but I will link it if you're looking for something like this, okay? Now if you look in the front right here, I do have scarlet kale, and I do have them covered, you guys, with Dollar Tree bins, okay? So that's what I have covered there. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be prepping this area right here. As you guys can see, I do have some opens right here in the middle, but I'm going to be utilizing this right here, this whole entire side right here for those celery plants. All right, the first thing I'm going to be using in today's video is blood meal. Blood meal is nitrogen, so nitrogen will help our plants grow. Now be mindful with organic fertilizer, it does take a while for them to break down. They do not break down right away and just feed your plant. It does take time for it to break down. So throughout the season up till spring, all your plants will continue on getting fed, but it will take some time for these manures and for bone meal, blood meal, or any type of poultry manure to break down. It does take time, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle roughly about, I would say I'm gonna do about 4 handfuls over this area of blood meal. So we got our blood meal. All right, I'm gonna put that away. And now I'm going to put in here is the Job's Organic. Job's Organic is a poultry manure. And then I'm gonna put that down. And I'm gonna do the same thing, roughly about 4 handfuls in this area. All right, so now I'm just gonna work it in. Make sure that you do work in your fertilizers into your soil very well, okay? All right, so I got that worked in. I want to work it in just a little bit more. This year I have been having a little bit of problems this year with rabbits. I am going to have to take the time this year and finish up my projects as far as finishing the fence. The fence has been a ongoing problem for me. We definitely need to get to this fence and tackle this fence. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money, honestly, you guys. It's a lot of money to do this fence. But I have to get this fence done because the rabbits this year, I mean, have taken out a good bit of my crops, okay? Before I started filming, these 2 right here was actually 2 more scarlet kale. I lost a flat Dutch, and then over here I lost, literally, you guys, 3 Savoy cabbages, and that is over a night. Okay, so that is not a good thing because they're just going to continue on eating. So I really need to tackle this before they get too crazy and destroy my garden. All right, so we have put down some blood meal and as well a all-purpose fertilizer, and the all-purpose fertilizer that I am using is Job's Organic, and as well the blood meal is Job's Organic. All right, now you don't have to use Job's Organic. You can use whatever you find. I like to just try to find things that work for me, and it has always have worked for me so far, and that is the Job's Organic brand. I do use a Spoma, okay? I do use a Spoma brand as well, and Dr. Earth. All right, so next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking out these celery. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to flip it over, grab hold of your plant so you don't have to damage your plant. All right. Oh, don't do that. They just want to come out, didn't they? All right, so we want to make sure that we don't damage our seedlings, okay? All right, so here is our celery plant. This is not root. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to make a hand shovel and shovel it back. Now I am going to plant it up to, if you look really close, let's see here. This, do not bury your celery past the soil level. So wherever your celery is, you don't want to bury it deep because it will rot it out, okay? We do not want to do that. This is the soil line for the celery. That's where you plant it, okay? You do not bury it, okay? I promise you, you will rot it out, all right? Push the soil right over top. We still want to make sure that celery is above the soil, okay? Matter of fact, you want to make sure it's even with your soil line. All right, we're gonna do the next one. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna stagger them. I'm gonna stagger. Yeah, I'm gonna stagger it. So we do it just like this. All right, we got that one planted. Yeah, we're gonna stagger them because I feel like if I stagger them, we'd be good to go. All right. Look at that root system, beautiful root system. Make sure it's above now. Do not bury your plant too deep, okay? All right, we'll do it again. Oh, this one here, we're gonna divide this one up. Clean your plant up. Give it a slight push. Another one right here. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna shift this one. I'm gonna shift it. I got one more. All right, we got one more. So I'm gonna shift it just a little bit more over. And this one as well. I'm gonna put you here. Let me put the last one right here because I want to use that spot right there for something else. I'm quite sure I have more plants that I'm gonna pop in. I could pop in just a tad bit more. All right, so we're gonna get this last one. All right, now that we have all 7 of our celery plants planted, never ever forget when you're starting your plants and you're popping them into the ground, you want to make sure that you do feed them. We did use a granulate fertilizer and we did use blood meal, but once again, it will take a little bit of time for them to break down into the soil and start feeding your plants. So because we have just planted them up, we want to give them a water soluble. You can use whatever water soluble floats your boat. Some people use synthetic, some people use organic. I use fish emulsion, which is an organic fertilizer. It is literally what it says it is. It is fish fertilizer. It's literally fish guts. Okay, so this right here is one of my favorite things to use, is a fish fertilizer, and this is what it looks like right here. Now I am only going to put in here is 1 tablespoon, roughly 1 tablespoon to my 1 gallon. Normally to my 2-gallon pitcher, but I only have in there a gallon of water just to feed these little bit of plants right here. Now if I was doing the whole entire bed, I would just go ahead and do my whole 2-gallon and the 2 tablespoons to my 2-gallon pitcher to feed those plants right there, but I literally just fed them 2 days ago. Do not get this on your hands. I promise you, do not get this on your hands. I say this over and over again. Do not get this on your hands. It does not smell good. And if it gets on you, it is on you. All right, give that a good stir. And then we're gonna water our plants at the base of our plants, on our leaves and things like that, okay? We wanna water at the base of our plants to prevent as much any kind of disease or any kind of pests that might want to join in on it. So just try to keep all this right here onto the soil. We don't want any soil-borne diseases splashing too much on our plants. And as well, we are using a fertilizer. Just water the base of your plants. You really want to settle the soil around your plants to prevent any air pockets. All right, that is that. We have here now, we have planted up our celery, and we're going to continue on planting up the remainder of our gardens before it gets too cold and won't be able to plant up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did show you guys exactly what I used in today's tutorial. We have used Job's Organic all-purpose fertilizer, and we have used Job's Organic blood meal, and as well we have used the Alaska fertilizer, and I really love this stuff. I really love both of these 2 brands. And as well, I hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do upload a video. And like I always tell you guys, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, you guys. Keep on planting.